It was a little after midnight when Liam heard the footsteps for the first time, his mind drifting in that strange space between wakefulness and dreams, or maybe even an animal scurrying outside. They were slow, deliberate, coming from somewhere inside the house. Liam's heart pounded as he sat up, straining to listen. He remembered locking the doors before going to bed like he always did. The footsteps stopped just outside his door. He stared at the door, trying to see if there was a shadow underneath. The hair on his arms stood up. The door simply hung there, open and empty, as though inviting him into the hallway. To grab his phone or something heavy he could use as a weapon, but he felt paralyzed, faint, almost like it was right behind him. He whipped around, eyes darting around the room. But no one was there. Just as he was about to dismiss it, the whisper came again, closer this time. Against every instinct, he felt drawn to follow it and walk toward the open door. It was taller than him, with impossibly long limbs. A flicker of recognition hit him, a memory he'd buried years ago. Sam had never been found, and everyone said he must have wandered off. "Promise you'll come find me." Its voice echoing through the dark. "You promised." He'd been lying in bed, barely asleep. At first, he thought the sound might be a branch brushing against the house, but as he held his breath, he realized the footsteps were unmistakable, moving down the hallway just outside his room. He lived alone. No one else was supposed to be here. He pulled the covers up to his chin, his mind racing with every possible explanation. Liam's breath caught. No one entered. He tried to reason with himself, to force his body to move. And then he heard it, a whisper. "Liam." The voice was chillingly familiar, but he couldn't place it. "Liam!" He climbed out of bed, his feet hitting the cold floor. As he stepped into the hallway, he saw a figure at the far end, shrouded in shadow, its head cocked to one side as though waiting. His childhood friend, Sam, who had disappeared when they were kids. But Liam remembered the last thing Sam had said to him. The figure at the end of the hall took a step forward. Reaching a hand toward him,